Well, Nebraska has plenty of things that are uniquely our own, right? So we got Warren Buffett, we've got Runza.
Love it.
We got Carhenge.
Of course. And don't forget Arbor Day, the holiday born in our state. It's coming up on Friday.
Well, I know we got some visuals.
We're moving trees around here.
So how should we celebrate? Welcome, Danny Cohn. Good to see you, Danny.
Thank you very much.
Director of the Arbor Day Foundation. Thanks for coming in. You brought some, well, some big pots.
I did bring some big pots. We're going to talk about tree planting today. Arbor Day started in Nebraska in 1872, so we're on our 145th anniversary this year. And an easy way for people to get involved is to plant a tree. And so today we're going to talk a little bit about tree planting. I brought a shovel over here. If you can pass the trowel to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Mike was asking you a bunch of questions because he's getting ready to.
Well, no, I'd like to plant a tree in my yard this spring.
So you're going to buy a tree at your local nursery, and it's going to be in a pot, you know, maybe about a foot in diameter. And you're going to want to dig a hole into the ground 3 times the size of the bottom of that pot. So
the width and the depth,
or just the width? The width,
okay.
And then the depth probably about 4 down, and you're going to want
That's a big hole.
It's a big hole, right?
Yeah.
But the trees have roots, and you need the systems to grow. So as you're digging the hole, it's going to be going down in a cone-shaped like an upside-down pyramid.
And that was my question
Yes.
for you, because you need the roots to grow outward, right?
Yes,
and
yes.
that helps the roots.
You said saucer?
Saucer. So like I compare it to
Like
a
a cone.
T. So like I would go down and then out, but you know, an upside down cone or a right side pyramid.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to take the tree out of the container, lightly tap it. Do not yank the tree from the plastic container. It will destroy the root system. And so once the tree is out of the container, you're going to put a very light base of soil and mulch at the bottom of the upside down pyramid.
You don't want to pack it though, right?
No, everything should be light and loose.
That's the problem.
Right.
If you pack it too hard, the roots don't have any way to maneuver their way through and to spread out.
Absolutely. So once the tree goes into the ground, you're going to put about a 3-inch protective barrier of mulch around it. And I'm just going to take the mulch out of here. Any mulch will do. This is you know,
just regular mulch.
Just regular mulch. And 3 inches around to make sure you do not touch the trunk of the tree. Just, you know, a nice, think of a Jell-O mold, you know, the mold that goes around the tree. And then you're going to lightly fill it in with soil until it comes to the top of the hole. Make sure you're watering very heavily for the first 7 to 10 days. Don't want any standing water in that hole, just so it looks like moist. And the water seeps into the ground.
All this stuff is extremely important because it's not as easy to plant a tree as you may think.
No.
It's not like a petunia, right?
No. The root systems are often very complex, and in order for them to grow and for the tree to flourish, you need that cone, that T at the bottom of it, and the protective layer of mulch, so the roots can expand.
I've never planted a petunia, by the way.
That doesn't surprise me. Well, you're getting ready to plant a tree, and Friday is a great day to do it.
Friday's
Friday's
a great
the
day.
day, right?
Friday's the day.
Now, we know, I think as Nebraskans, we've always known Arbor Day is a Nebraska thing.
Right.
Do other states celebrate
Yeah,
it?
so Arbor Day, as I said, was started in Nebraska in 1872 by J. Sterling Morton. It was made a national holiday by Richard Nixon on the 100th anniversary in 1972. And so Arbor Day is celebrated on the 4th Friday of April across the United States.
So it moves year to year.
It does move year to year. There are some states like Florida and Texas where the planting season isn't great, and they celebrate their Arbor Days in January and March.
Which we certainly could not do here. Could you imagine planting a tree in
Well, this
January?
March it would have been okay,
Yeah,
right?
it's probably been better than it is now. But what has the impact of Arbor Day been? Have you been able to measure that at all? Like, how many trees have been planted because of this Nebraska-born organization?
The Arbor Day Foundation keeps some monitoring on what we do. And we, since our inception 45 years ago, have planted over 250 million trees nationwide, 60 million in our nation's forest. And so we are on track to continue to plant about 20 million more trees every single year as the Arbor Days go on. The very first Arbor Day in 1872 planted 1 million trees in the state of Nebraska. Wow. Yeah. So if you can imagine, this was a very flat, plain state, no trees at all, and just from the farmers and J. Sterling's influence, 1 million trees throughout the state were planted.
But it's not just because you like trees. The benefits of trees are critical to our environment.
Absolutely,
Can you explain about
absolutely. So trees provide clean air, clean water, they absorb carbon emissions. We also have programs where we have a coffee program in South America where we don't cut down the trees in the rainforest. We pay farmers a premium to plant under the shade of trees. And so there are a variety of ways. They're also great for mental health. It's been proven that people that spend time outside underneath trees live happier lives.
For me, when we were looking for a house, I definitely wanted an older neighborhood because I wanted to see those trees.
Well, And we recently did a survey at the Arbor Day Foundation that says by planting a tree in your front yard, you raise your property value by 18%.
Wow,
I can see that.
That's a huge
yeah,
amount.
it's a huge amount of money.
Mike, get planting.
I've got a small little ornamental tree. I want to go with something big. What do you have down on the floor? Can you lift that up?
Yeah,
and
so
show?
this is the state tree of Missouri. It is a dogwood. The Nebraska state tree is a cottonwood. I was not able to get one at my local nursery in time for this, but this is a flowering dogwood. This is the size of a container it'll come in. So, you know, thinking about the whole 3 times the size out to here, and, you know, just as deep. And again, just a light tap with your shovel on the side to pull the tree out. Do not yank it. It will destroy it. It will destroy the root system.
So how big is this guy going to get? Like over the next 30 years?
You know, I would say 2 to 3 feet a year.
Yeah.
You know, dogwoods don't get as high as, say, like a spruce or, you know, a mighty oak, but I think we could say roughly between 8 and 10 feet tall.
If somebody wants to plant a tree in their yard, they want something that's low maintenance. What's the best option for them?
I mean, I happen to love spruces. I mean,
this one's beautiful.
Thank you. They don't. There's not the leaves falling. There's not the mess from going on, and they stay pretty beautiful year round. I also love a Japanese maple just from the beauty. It does not get very big, but it blooms that really beautiful purple color at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Well, Friday, obviously, plant a tree if you're interested to celebrate Arbor Day. Any other way people can celebrate through events or any other recommendations?
So if you visit celebratearborday.com, you can see all the events that are going on across the country, as well as every time you make a social post, use the hashtag Arbor Day. And of course, go to Nebraska City this weekend where Arbor Day was founded. There's Arbor Day Farm where you can go and play in the tree adventure and take a tour of J. Sterling Morton's home and even have brunch at Lead Lodge.
Nebraska City is gorgeous. The Lead Lodge, everything surrounding that is just fantastic. But you don't just do Arbor Day and call it a year.
Oh, no.
You guys are busy throughout the whole entire year.
Yes, yes, especially in Nebraska City. I mean, we have the beautiful apple orchards and the fruit orchards and the lilac bushes. Again, J. Sterling Morton's home, which is a museum, and the foundation in general, we have the Tree City USA program. Omaha is celebrating its 39th year, so over 3,400 cities every single year are coming together throughout the year to do wonderful urban canopying.
Well, and that's an interesting program, too, because you really have to take it seriously to meet those restrictions to become a Tree City.
Yes.
And we need more of them in our area. So good information. I feel
Thank
like
you.
we really got everybody prepped.
We got it.
I thought maybe you would hug that tree for us today, Mike.
No, I do need a tree in our front yard, so I'm gonna work on that.
Oh, you're more than welcome to plant this. I'll come over and help you.
How about you just do it? Because I would know.
I'll bring all the arborists.
But you know how to do it. Are those tree planting tips on your website
They
as well?
are. CelebrateArborDay.com or arborday.org.
Happy almost Arbor Day.
Thank you very much for
And
having
we will
me
post
today.
this segment to our website as well. So if you miss some of that, we'll get it.
Thank you.
Dan,
Nice
thanks
to
for coming
see
in.
you.
Happy Arbor
Thank
Day.
you.
Thank
Happy
you.
Arbor Day.
One local